Hi everyone, let's talk about the life of one gift basket. This gift bag was one of the first items I made. It was a custom order and I decided to do a Facebook Live creating it. I had my tent and everything prepared because I was going to do a pop-up. Then I had requests for bags. So I went on YouTube and started researching how people are making bags, what's selling, and what's better. This right here is what I'm accustomed to making, are the mugs for teachers and things like that. I even thought about putting some of these items on my website. And then I decided, nah, I'll just do these this way for now. So I started getting more elaborate with my mugs, creating body butter mugs, men's self-care mugs, eventually graduating those to vases. I also discovered that I had baskets in the loft in my shed. So I said, let me pull those down and start making some baskets. In the middle of doing this, I was also creating a big gift box because people had been asking me about making the bigger ones. Bigger boxes take a lot more items, so I'm reluctant to do those because they require a bigger price tag. And just like everyone else, I thought, I don't think anybody will pay that much for it. I don't think I should put all that in there. But I decided, okay, let's just go ahead and do this. We'll call it a couple's date night basket. And I'll use some spin wheel items that I got from Dollar Tree, and as well as men and women's self-care products. And then when I got stumped, I went back to doing my boxes and my buckets. And I was like, well, I guess some of these things that I'm incorporating into these boxes and buckets can also go into the gift box, the big gift box. So I went back to putting items in it, and then I got some information from another YouTuber that said to put the candy in a bag because you don't want it to taste like your care products. And I knew she was right, so I decided, well, let me put these products in a bag and take that advice. So I went back to all of my gift bags and boxes that I may have left candy out in and decided to put them in a bag so that they would not be floating free in the gift box, bag, or item, and that would protect the candy. So I was very appreciative of the advice. And as you can see here, I went back to doing boxes and vases. And I kept thinking about that gift box. I'm like, what else can I put in this gift box? Because when I tell you I have loaded it up, I ended up putting Bath and Body Works in it, and had some Victoria's Secrets, spray mist, some candy, Dove. Here it is right here. And that was the spin wheel in the back. So I thought, that's a good idea. But I felt like something was missing from that basket. So I went back to making these boxes. This beautiful box has a lovely watch in it with candy and perfume. Pretty much the theme for all my spa baskets. And I started thinking, what else can I put in that big basket? So I went back to YouTube and, of course, got more inspiration. You guys inspire a lot. You're very encouraging. And I thought, I don't know if this basket will sell because it is huge. And I've got to figure out bigger items to put in it. So I ended up putting the loafers in there, which, of course, don't take up very much room. But I put one of the big sponges in there, and I decided to put a candle in it as well. So when I did those things, they actually took up way more room. And there's the candle there in the middle with the candy in it. I took all that candy out and put it in a bag, following the advice. And there's the spin board. But I kept thinking, now how am I going to bag this thing? Should I shrink wrap it? Where am I going to put this thing? As you can see, my table is full. So I decided to just use a cellophane bag on it. Everything was taped down. And I topped it with one of those Christmas bows that I got from an after Christmas sale at Dollar General. In the meantime, I decided to create more spa baskets and then some perfume flats. Even in the design, I thought, there are some things I could have changed in this box. And I did the basketless bear gifts, which turned out really lovely. At my craft show, I took that great big box with me, and I was thinking this is never going to sell. I ended up taking those lips off of it because I thought they looked crazy. But there's the basket, and this was before I took the candy out of it and fixed the candy and everything. I ended up taking it with me, and it was one of the first items that sold, my highest selling item, and the price tag was more than what I initially put. So this was my setup there, and as you can see, there it is on the floor with the great big bow on it. I put the price that I wanted on there because of all the items that I put in it, and mainly the stress that it took to make this big box, as it was one of the first big ones that I made. And I was extremely happy with the results, as it was, like I said, one of the first items that sold, and it sold for my asking price. So I didn't shortchange myself. I made a pretty good profit with this, and I was very happy with the outcome. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to my channel.